목소리와 아이디어로 직접 만드는 라디오. 청년 친화 도시 청취중이 당신을 기다립니다.
Youth-friendly city on air is looking for you.
부산 진구청과 부산 영어방송이 지원하는 청년 라디오 청년 친화 도시 청취중. 청년 정책, 상권, 문화, 그리고 지역 이슈. 그 어떤 이야기라도 좋습니다.
Culture, local issues, or your own unique stories. If you can dream it, you can air it. This is brought to you by Busan Jingu District and BEFM, Busan English Broadcasting.
부산에 거주하는 만 18세부터 39세 청년이라면 누구나 참여 가능합니다. 접수는 6월 21일 일요일까지.
Open to any Busan resident aged 18 to 39. Apply by Sunday, June 21st. For more details, please visit www.befm.or.kr.
자세한 내용은 부산 영어방송 홈페이지에서 확인하세요.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고. 힘차게 돌아가는 경제. 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 7 o'clock.
I hope you had an amazing weekend. Did you catch any of the World Cup matches, or maybe you have World Cup fever? Well, overall, most experts, they think that the mood in retail and food linked to the World Cup frenzies of the past, it's much calmer this time around. So some say that Korea's matches being held during the day has blunted the World Cup boost. Large-scale marketing battles and the cheering, 응원 windfall seen in the past World Cups are hard to find this time around. And others point to the rise of competing content that has chipped away at the culture of group viewing. So street cheering and all the things like group viewing, things of the past, maybe. So let me ask you this. What are your thoughts on this? Has the magic of sporting events like the World Cups or Olympics lost some of its magic? That's the question I'm posing to you. I'm Catherine. This is Morning Wave in Busan on Monday, June 15th on BEFM, 부산 영어 방송. Good morning, Wavers. It is a beautiful Monday morning here in Busan in our brand new BFM studio. So what do you think of our surroundings? I have to say that it feels like a TV set at this point. We are, of course, a radio station, but now we are streaming live on YouTube at our brand new studio. And I certainly hope that we can create many more beautiful memories together, Wavers. So here we go. Here is our text topic. Are you ready? If you were to win the lottery, what would you tell your friends or family? Would you even tell them you won the lottery? Is our question as we kick off a brand new morning here at Morning Wave in Busan. 자, 나는 복권 당첨되면 가족, 친구에게 알린다. 아니면 비밀, it's a secret. Is the question I'm posing to all of you today. So you can send in your messages. It's all the same. Send them into BFM or 부산 영어 방송, the live stream live chat on YouTube. Go to the YouTube platform, type in BEFM, 부산 영어 방송 to find our channel. And then you can log in, chat with other waivers. But of course, you have to subscribe first. Also from your phone, pound 9050, shop 9050. That's going to cost you 100 won. You can also reach me for free on Kakao Talk as well. Same thing there. You got to find our account first. BEFM, 부산 영어 방송. And then once you find our account, add us as a friend and then you can send in your messages, photos as well. And the ways you can tune into Morning Wave in Busan, you know by now, but I gotta let you know once again, 90.5 or 103.3 FM. That's on the radio if you're in Busan. Also, like I said, we're streaming live on YouTube right now. And if you're curious about our brand new studio, come check us out that way. We're available on the BFM app and also the Papang app. So looking ahead to our Monday morning together, we have Now in Busan with Jian. Haley's coming in for hour number 1. With top stories. Hour number 2, Waggle Tea Time. Also, we have Dr. Ryu Sang-hyo coming in for Ask Dr. Ryu. In hour number 2, we have Vasana for Buzz Breakdown. And for our special interview today, we all know by now, AI is beyond a buzzword, right? Well, why are AI giants rushing to Korea? That is a major question. We're going to delve into that. That's coming up in hour number 2. And for now, let's turn to Jian. Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Oh, goodness. So what do you think of our studio? What do you
It
think?
looks so cool. Look at the screen. It's huge.
So many lights. I wish we could give a bird's eye view of
Right.
our view.
This
but
huge studio.
Yes, huge studio. And for a text topic today, it's all about the lottery. Would you tell your friends, your family that I won the lottery? What do
First
you
of
think?
all, I wish I could win a lottery. And I wish I could keep a secret, but I think they'll just figure it out.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm
How
not
would-
really good at keeping secrets.
How would they find out? Would you be smiling the whole time?
Smiling the whole time and just be a little happier, like, what's going on? Like, nothing? Nothing. While dancing a little bit.
Yeah, just a little pocket cash, right? All right, we're going to dive into some of our local news. The mayor-elect's transition committee is now moving into the next stage. So what happens?
Starting today, June 15th, Busan Mayor-elect Jeon Jae-su's transition committee will begin receiving briefings from Busan City departments and other affiliated agencies.
Right.
Over 3 days, they will discuss key campaign promises, ongoing issues, and possible policy directions for the new administration.
Right, so this is more than just departments giving updates, correct?
Right, exactly. The goal isn't simply to review what each department is doing. It also wants different departments to work together on issues that cross administrative boundaries instead of handling them separately.
I see. And then what will they do with the information from these meetings?
So the committee will also visit project sites and meet with local residents. Based on what they learn, they'll decide which projects can move ahead as soon as the new mayor takes office and which ones will be longer-term priorities.
I see. We're going to move on and talk about BTS. They wrapped up their 2-night Busan concerts this past weekend. So let's talk about the performances. What made them stand out?
Yes, so one of the biggest highlights was the way BTS blended traditional Korean culture into a modern stadium show.
Sure.
Throughout the show, they used reinterpreted traditional masks, performances inspired by the traditional Seungmu dance, and even a giant taeguk symbol on stage, giving the production a distinctive Korean identity.
I see. So special. Well, how did they wrap up the concerts?
BTS performed their hit songs like Butter and Dynamite along with their new song Come Over before wrapping up the night with One More Night and Into the Sun.
I see.
They also surprised fans with gift packages that included handwritten cards and souvenirs as a thank you for their support.
I see. Well, I hear that there was an issue on the first night, right? What happened?
Well, Friday's concert started about an hour and 15 minutes late because of delays with audience entry, gift distribution, and merchandise pickup. BTS agency later apologized, saying several issues at the venue led to the delayed start.
I see. Well, they've wrapped up in Busan, right? And the tour continues from here on out?
That's right. After Busan, BTS will continue their Arirang World Tour with the European leg beginning later this month in Madrid.
I see. Well, thanks for letting us know what happened this past weekend with BTS. Next up, Busan is welcoming more international visitors than ever. We can
Right.
feel it, but it's not just about the number of tourists anymore, correct?
Right, that's right. New report says Busan's tourism market has moved beyond simply recovering from the pandemic. International visitors are not only returning in record numbers, they're also spending much more, giving the local economy a bigger boost.
So how much has tourism grown?
The number of international visitors doubled from about 1.8 million in 2023 to 3.6 million in 2025, the highest figure on on record. Well, and the foreign card spending also more than doubled during the same period, reaching nearly 781 billion won.
I see. Well, are tourists spending more because there are just more visitors, or are they spending more individually as well?
The report suggests both. Last year, the number of international visitors increased by about 24%, while card spending grew by nearly 42%. That means tourism growth is translating into even stronger local consumer spending.
I see. Well, let's talk about the countries which are contributing the most.
So Taiwan and Japan remain Busan's biggest markets with both high visitor numbers and strong spending. Meanwhile, visitors from the United States and Singapore tend to spend more per person, making them valuable visitor markets.
Well, they're all valuable, but of course, if we had to categorize, all right. Well, there's some good news for commuters here in Busan here. So what is changing on 광안대교 Bridge?
So drivers may soon be able to cross 광안대교 Bridge for free during rush hour.
Really?
A city council committee has approved a plan to remove tolls during weekday commuting hours.
So when could this happen? And what are we talking about in terms of the hours? When?
So if the city council gives final approval later this month, the new rule could take effect as early as July. Drivers wouldn't have to pay on weekdays except public holidays from 6 to 9 a.m. and from 6 to 8 p.m. Right now, commuters only get a 50% discount during those hours.
That's right. Anything else included in the plan?
Yes, foster families would also become eligible for the same 50% toll discount that's already available to households with 2 or more children. That part is expected to take effect on January 1st next year.
I see. Well, thanks for letting us know. Hopefully, this will happen. I know many people will be happy. Okay, moving on. Busan's beach season is about to begin. So, when will Haeundae Beach officially open?
Haeundae and Songjong beaches will officially open next Friday, June 26th, for the summer season. Songjong will remain open through the end of August, while Haeundae will stay open until September 15th because warmer weather is expected to continue into early fall.
I see. And what safety measures are being introduced this year?
Well, lifeguard towers, buoys, and emergency response teams will be in place throughout the season. This year, authorities are also strengthening jellyfish prevention efforts. Haeundae will install protective nets to block large jellyfish, while Songjong will use patrol boats to remove them because safety nets don't really work in the surfing area.
I see. Any new facilities for visitors?
Yes, Haeundae Beach will have its first aid station for swimmers, making it easier to treat jellyfish stings and other water-related emergencies. The beach will also have newly renovated nursing and baby care rooms, along with improved accessible boardwalks for wheelchair and stroller users.
Oh, more accessibility. Well, any rule changes we should know about?
One section of the beach has been designated as a no swimming zone because of safety concerns. At the same time, visitors will also have more space to set up their own beach umbrellas, giving them more flexibility during the summer season.
I see. Well, thanks for all the local news. And of course, we'll check in with you tomorrow. Thank you, Jian.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be back with your traffic and weather. Waivers, it's time for your traffic report. A broken down car is being reported on the Busan-Ulsan Expressway, going towards Ulsan on the Cheongyang ramp. Also congested on Mandakdaero from Sukdeung to Deokcheon intersection. It's quite busy right now on Gwanmundaero from Pangnam Tunnel to Baekyang Tunnel. And it's also busy on the Dongso overpass from Bomnagor ramp to the old Kaegum toll gate. Currently, it is 22 degrees Celsius here in Busan under sunny skies. It's going to go all the way up to 27 today. Looking at the weather across the nation, cloudy skies with showers in parts of Gangwon and the central to southern inland regions. It's going to be warm with the daytime high going up to, in some areas, 32 degrees. This was your traffic and weather. It's now time for the morning brief. U.S.-Iran deal to be signed. U.S. President Donald Trump said that the peace deal between the U.S. and Iran is now complete, with Iran's foreign ministry saying that the war will immediately and permanently be stopped across all fronts. President expresses hope for dialogue with North Korea. President Lee said that he believes the ember of hope for reviving dialogue and cooperation with North Korea still exists, reaffirming his commitment to establish peace with Pyongyang during a special mass in Rome. He says accepts complaints about voting rights infringement but rejects election fraud claims. President Lee said that he accepts complaints about voting rights infringement over the ballot shortage crisis, but rejected claims of election fraud, arguing such claims skew the true nature of the issue. Defense Minister to propose target year for OPCON transfer. Defense Minister An Yu-baek said yesterday that Seoul will propose the target year for South Korea regaining wartime operation control known as OPCON from the United States to the presidents of both countries at the end of this year. Deadly Philippine earthquake found to have raised seabed by up to 2 meters. 101 dead or missing. At least 61 people have died and 40 reported missing after a magnitude 7.8 earthquake in the Philippines last week, which apparently raised the seabed by as much as 2 meters, exposing coral and harming marine life. This was the Morning Brief. It's now hour number 1 here on Morning Wave in Busan. And if you're just joining us right now, yes, we are in our brand new studio, so welcome aboard. We're going to turn to Haley for top stories. Let's see what is brewing right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, we are going to begin with some breaking news on Iran. What's happening there?
Right, so now we know that a deal between the United States and Iran has reportedly been reached. So we are getting the pieces as we speak. First, it was announced by Pakistan, followed by U.S. President Donald Trump, who has stated that the deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Again, this is a breaking story, and we will get to the details at the end of this segment.
Yes. So for now, though, we are going to get to our other top stories. Let's go to the ongoing investigation into the June 3rd election ballot shortage case.
That's right. So the Justice Ministry issued a travel ban against former National Election Commission Chair No Tae-ak and also the NEC's former Secretary General Ho Cheol-un, amongst other officials. So they've been named as suspects in the election law violation and the dereliction of duty case, with the investigation ongoing. And this case has been or is now being passed from the police to the Joint Police Prosecution Office that's being set up at the Seoul Central District Prosecution Office.
Yes. So where is the joint team on the rest of this investigation?
So on Saturday, they secured the internal messages and payment history as part of the investigation to figure out the decision process that was behind printing only 50% of ballots as the number of eligible voters. The authorities will likely finish setting up their offices and begin questioning witnesses and other persons of interest, including these NEC officials, starting later this week.
Right. Another facet to the story is the box containing unmarked ballots, and that was discarded.
Right. So that became a major issue starting last week, and this was despite the court order for that box to be preserved as evidence. The Seoul Eastern District Court ordered for the Songpa Election District Commission to disclose information on the waste management company that allegedly took the box, when the box was destroyed, if it was, and if it hasn't been destroyed, where the box is right now. The court also ordered for the CCTV footage of the box being taken out of the location to be disclosed.
Yes, and how do people view this overall debacle at this point?
Right, so the majority of the public sees this as flawed or a lapse in election judgment, but not so much election fraud. And that's been the important distinction. So this is according to the Korea Gallup poll that was conducted across 1,002 adults between June 9th and the 11th. Here, 67% said that this is flawed election management and or an infringement of the people's right to vote. But only 25% saw this as illegal election interference or an attempt at election fraud, with 8% saying that they're not sure or refusing to answer.
I see. What about calls for a new election or re-election?
Public opinion seems more torn in this particular situation because 44% was for a full re-election, whereas 48% was against. For a bit of housekeeping, this poll had an 11.3% response rate with a 95% rate of confidence and a plus or minus 3.1% margin of error. For details, please refer to the Central Election Public Opinion Survey Commission.
Yes. Thanks for giving us the details on that. We're going to move on to President Lee Jae-myung's diplomatic tour across Europe. So what's the latest on this front?
So the president is due to meet with Pope Leo at the Vatican on Monday local time. He here is expected to pledge his part, or South Korea's part, for world peace and world solidarity, and at the same time ask for Pope Leo's support for his peace initiative on the Korean Peninsula. President Lee has been around the Vatican, so on Sunday he attended a special mass in Rome celebrated by Cardinal Lazaro Yuhung-sik. And during a speech at this mass, Lee referred to the inter-Korean joint statement adopted back on June 15th of 2000, and he called it a historic turning point, signaling the possibility of overcoming inter-Korean tensions that are happening right now to open up dialogue and cooperation. He also mentioned how the joint statement led to the reunion of separated families, adding that there is still an ember of hope that is alive.
Yes, and earlier he did meet with the Italian Prime Minister, correct?
He did. So in his summit with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, President Lee expressed hopes for Seoul and Rome to work together to promote global free trade and multilateralism. So it seems that trade and business were his focal points there, as he again emphasized that the two countries are optimal business partners. And this comment came during a roundtable in Rome.
Yes.
But going back to the summit, the two leaders said that they've recently discussed issues of defense, satellite, space, and advanced industries, with Lee mentioning how Italians and South Koreans seem culturally similar and compatible.
I see. Well, North Korea actually made a statement about an earlier summit.
Right, so for this, we go back to Brussels, Belgium, where President Lee Jae-myung spoke with leaders of the European Union. So to that end, the spokesperson from North Korea's foreign ministry criticized a joint statement that came from this meeting, which included not recognizing North Korea as a nuclear-armed state under the Non-Proliferation Treaty, as well as condemning North Korea-Russia military cooperation.
So what exactly did Pyongyang say on this front?
So Pyongyang said that this statement was a clear infringement of North Korea's sovereignty, a hostile act by South Korea, and it casts away what South Korea has been saying about respecting the regime. Pyongyang also added its position of treating South Korea as a clear hostile nation, adding that this will not change.
I see. And how did Seoul respond to this statement?
They attempted to play down the statement. An official from Cheongwade said that the statements are not new insofar as that the South Korean government has already expressed these positions, especially on North Korea-Russia relations and North Korea's human rights issues. This official added that while the European Union does have a more stern stance on some issues, the positions that were officially reflected on the statement are in line with what South Korea has been saying.
I see. Thanks for reporting on this story. We're now going to move on. The court handed down a guilty verdict for former President Yoon Suk-yeol in the Pyongyang drone case. So walk us through this case.
We go back to Friday when Seoul Central Court, presided by Chief Judge Lee Jung-yup, sentenced former President Yoon Suk-yeol to 30 years in prison for aiding the enemy. In Korean, that's 일반이적, and obstruction of justice via abuse of authority, 직권남용 권리 행사 방해. The court also ordered former Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun to 30 years in prison and the former Military Defense Counterintelligence Commission Yeo In-young to 15 years.
What do the charges entail exactly, though?
So the court found that the former president, the former defense minister, and the former commander were trying to provoke North Korea and used that incident as a pretext to declaring martial law. So in October of 2024, they ordered the drone command to send in drones to Pyongyang, which was accepted as benefiting or aiding the enemy by psychologically provoking the enemy and to create a national security crisis. The court also admitted the special counsel's argument that the three individuals had abused authority in the process of making these orders, as the soldiers had no duty to comply with such orders.
So this means that the former president becomes the first former president to be convicted of these types of charges.
That's right. So former President Yoon Suk-yeol is now the first and the only former president to be found guilty of aiding the enemy. So with this heavy crime, the court accepted the special counsel's request of 30 years in prison. Actually, going back to the former defense minister Kim Yong-hyun, the court actually handed down a verdict that was heavier than what the special counsel had requested, which was 25 years, adding 5 years to that. So the court overall ruled that this caused risks to damages to the people and the military's life and property, and it constituted a private use of the country's military power.
Yes. However, Yoon's side, I hear, is appealing the verdict.
The defense counsel told the press that it had submitted an appeals request just a few hours after the verdict came down. So this is actually quite a bit faster than the several days it took for the defense counsel to appeal the other rulings. So therefore, it's been largely seen as a reflection that the former president does not agree with the ruling.
I see. Well, where are we in terms of the full slate of court cases that former President Yoon is standing trial for?
So Yoon faces 8 criminal trials, and this marks the exact halfway point. So in terms of the case of him leading the insurrection, he was sentenced to a life sentence. It is now in the appeals process. The obstruction of justice for his arrest, he was sentenced to 7 years in the appeals process. The appeals is still ongoing. And also there's the perjury in former Prime Minister Han Duck-soo's trial, for which the former president was found not guilty. Now he has received 30 years for aiding the enemy. So 2 of the remaining 4 trials are actually due to wrap up by next month.
I see. Thanks for the details on these stories, these cases. We're going to move on and talk about the new governor of the Bank of Korea who hinted at an interest rate hike.
We're going to go to the economy now. The BOK Bank of Korea Governor Shin Hyun-song said that there is a need for a timely interest rate hike centered around inflation control. So this came during a speech celebrating the 76th anniversary of the BOK's foundation. Here, Shin said that in terms of monetary policy, growth, prices, financial stabilization, they're all pointing to one direction relatively clearly, pointing to inflation. Basically, given the rate of inflation, especially around the cost of living, these preemptive efforts at inflation stabilization is a way to lessen the burden on lower income classes. And Shin also cautioned against people taking out loans to invest, as well as excessive investments in leverage products.
Well, to that end, I hear that banks are starting to rein in those loans.
That's right. So the financial authorities have already been expressing concerns that these investing on loans and leverage investments can really increase risks for retail investors.
Right.
So accordingly, the banks are adjusting their respective policies to control loans. So on Friday, Hana Bank put caps on credit loans for high-income earners at 100 million won maximum for new applications. Shinhan Bank starting today, they're going to restrict remote or online loan applications if the number of daily applications go beyond a certain threshold. And Uri Bank also said it is not accepting applications for online loan transfers. So that's 비대면 신용 대출 갈아타기 상품 접수 중단.
All right. Well, let's get to the big story because you just gave us some breaking news. So we ended last week on U.S. President Trump's announcement that a peace deal was imminent, but this hangs again by a thread. What are we on right now?
So it seems that, at least according to both sides, U.S., Iran, and now even Pakistan, the deal is on and has been finalized.
Okay.
But let me give you a walkthrough because it has been a roller coaster of, I would say, just an hour, right? So up until last night, it seemed that the issue was when the signing would be. However, we woke up to news that Israel had launched new attacks on Beirut, Lebanon, and that threw the entire deal into question.
Right.
Because Israel said that it attacked Hezbollah-controlled command centers, with Hezbollah being the Iran-backed militia group operating in Lebanon, and that Israel killed a senior Hezbollah commander. This immediately problematic for Iran because they've always seen the Israel-Lebanon war as kind of a package deal to the U.S.-Iran peace deal.
Right.
Actually, earlier today, Iran's foreign ministry said that it held the U.S. directly responsible for Israel's ceasefire breaches in Lebanon. And President Donald Trump expressed his displeasure with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, telling a U.S. outlet that Netanyahu had no expletive in judgment. To that end, Trump added that Israel's attack on Beirut should not have happened.
Yes. So now, once again, the deal is back on.
It is. So first, Pakistan, which has been the major mediating nation, said that the U.S.-Iran ceasefire is now in place. That comment just came about an hour and a half ago, with the deal signing ceremony scheduled for June 19th. So that would be Friday local time in Switzerland. This was followed up by President Donald Trump confirming the deals on Truth Social. And now we are hearing from Iran, where the deputy foreign minister says that Iran's commitment will take effect from Friday. Again, that's when this reported deal signing would be, saying that the final deal will be held for a period of 60 days. In the meantime, Iran state television said that it has been decided that the marine traffic through the Gulf will be regulated by Iran in coordination with Oman. So that part we are still getting details because President Trump on Truth Social said that he will now fully authorize the toll-free opening of the Strait of Hormuz and authorize the immediate removal of the U.S. naval blockade.
Yes, and of course, that Strait of Hormuz, that has been in the interest of many nations around the world. In the meantime, I hear that Iran announced that a funeral for the slain supreme leader is going to take place next month.
Right, so that could be a further sign that the end of war might be near. So earlier, Iranian state television reported that the funeral and follow-up ceremonies for the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei will take place between July 4th and the 9th. That's over 4 months after his death.
Sure.
Khamenei was killed in late February in Israeli strikes, starting this long war. He had ruled in Iran for over 3 decades, and his son, Moshtaba Khamenei, has since taken over.
That's right. Well, thanks for going over the very latest, including the breaking news on the Middle East. We'll check in with you in hour number 2. Thank you, Haley.
See you in a bit.
All right, everybody. It is time for our first song break in our brand new studio. Here it is, Beautiful Day by Oban Takapa.
Beautiful day.
아름다운 건데 내 맘 당신을 향하죠. Traffic is so bad. Let's see what's on the radio.
Get the latest news and current issues that you need here on Morning Wave in Busan. You're now listening to Morning Wave in Busan with me, Catherine. All right, everybody, welcome back. And I'm so curious what you think about our brand new studio. I'm enjoying it, except for one thing I have to say. There are a ton of lights to light up the studio and to make us look better. However, it's really hot. It gets hot in here. Aside from that, I hope that you're enjoying our program as usual. For those of you actually, who are joining us through the radio, if you have a chance, come check us out on YouTube so you can check out our brand new surroundings. But aside from that, of course, nothing has changed. And some of your responses I'm reading are kind of funny about the whole text topic. If you were to win the lottery, is the question, would you tell your family or friends? 자, 나는 복권 당첨되면 가족이나 친구한테 다 얘기할 거다. 아니면, shh, it's a secret. So what do you say? That's our text topic, and I am so curious about what Dr. Liu, his responses. We're going to turn to him right now. This is Ask Dr. Liu with Dr. Liu Sang-hyo. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I wouldn't tell the rest of my family.
No?
No.
Not even your wife?
Whoa, that's impossible because my wife, she manages all of my bank accounts and
Your finances.
And then whenever I swipe my card, my wife's cell phone rings. So I know money can be very scary.
Yes.
And so can rumor. So I'm going to keep things confidential. But for the rest of my family, well, if I want to help them, I would do so quietly and little by little.
So not all at once. 티나지 않게 조금조금요?
That's right, exactly. Yes.
That's a good one. I don't think I would tell anybody. Just maybe my roommate, my husband, that's about it. But yeah, keep it secret.
Yes,
well,
right.
We're going to jump into your segment. What do you have for us today?
Okay, I'm going to talk about water. But before I want to go over that, I want to clarify something that I mentioned last week.
Okay.
Because you mentioned that you asked me the question, whenever you have some patients with heat-related patients,
yes,
placing ice packs around your neck and armpits and groin area for those suffering from heat-related problems. The reason is that large vessels run close to the skin in those regions.
Okay.
So when you place cold pack on the neck, for instance, blood traveling to and from the brain is cooled. So the same principle applies to the armpits and groin area, and where major blood vessels can pass near the surface. So it's best to it's a very efficient way of cooling down your body temperature as well.
Okay.
So I would just want to touch up on this one.
Sure.
Okay. Today's topic is about water.
Water, H2O, agua.
Agua,
물.
yeah, 물.
Yes.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time talking about vitamins,
Yes.
nutrients, supplements. But why water? Because water is essential. It's the most important nutrient of all.
It sounds so simple, but I mean, literally, figuratively, water is life. It keeps us alive, right?
Exactly. Let me start with a question.
Okay.
Earth is called a blue planet because it's covered with water. But how much of that water can we actually drink?
Oh.
1%? 2%? 50%?
I don't know, not much. I'm thinking because there's a lot of salt water, no?
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Because all the oceans.
That's right, Dr. Catherine.
No.
Yeah, about, wait for it.
Wait for it.
97% of Earth water is salt water. And then, of the remaining fresh water,
Yes.
most is trapped in glaciers and ice caps and deep underground.
I see.
So the amount that's easily available in lakes and rivers is surprisingly tiny. Think of it this way. If all the water on Earth fits into a 1 liter bottle,
Okay.
the amounts readily available or drinkable or edible or just for human use, just only a few drops.
Few drops.
Yes.
That's like, I mean, I knew that a lot of it was salt water, but 97% is Vast, yes.
Yeah.
So drinkable water is actually quite precious.
Very, very precious. We are basically walking bags of water. Yeah, maybe not the most flattering one, but it's true.
Okay.
About 60% of the adult's body is water, and the brain is about 75% water.
75%?
Yes, blood is mostly water as well. So it helps transport nutrients,
Sure.
remove waste products, and regulates body temperature and lubricate joints and support our normal brain function.
So water is basically, once again, everywhere in every part of our body and every cell. So you mentioned brain function, though.
Yes.
And that 70% of the brain is water. So obviously dehydration or lack of water, I'm sure now, affects our thinking.
Of course, I've seen many patients suffering from dehydration or mild dehydration symptoms. It can reduce concentration. Increased fatigue affects mood. Sometimes people think they need another cup of coffee when they really need a glass of water.
I see. Well, speaking of coffee,
Yes.
this is so important because, we're a morning program. Plus, so many of our listeners are waivers. They confide in us and saying, I drink like 5, cups of coffee per day, which to me seems a little like a lot. So does coffee dehydrate us is the question.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest myths. Moderate coffee consumption actually contributes to hydration. So coffee, tea, milk, even soup all count towards your daily fluid intake.
Okay, so that's really good news for those people out there who do enjoy their Java. So in terms of the actual amount that we really need, we often hear that, we should drink either, number one, 8 glasses of water per day, or like people try to get, 2 liters of water daily. So is there an exact number?
Not a strict rule. The amount you need depends on your body size. Actually, it also depends on your activity level and weather condition and health conditions. So there's no magic number. Some people need more, some people need less. But remember, about 20 to 30% of our water comes from food.
Food.
So yes, watermelon, orange, so those kind of fruits, and also broth that we eat every day, and also all kinds of rice bowl. Those things contribute to hydration.
Yes, and as we are gearing towards summer, there's so many fruits that have a lot of water.
Yeah.
Definitely see all the watermelons out, the chamwe and all that, right?
Yeah.
So that is what that adds to it. Here's another thing that I've always wondered about, Dr. Liu. We lose water when we sweat, and lately it's been hot. And people exercise. So are there other ways we lose water without noticing?
Of course, yeah, that's right. Yes, absolutely. There's something called insensible water loss.
Oh, insensible?
Insensible.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it doesn't mean you are being silly.
Okay.
It means water loss that happens without us noticing.
Oh, thank goodness, because I thought you were kind of, dissing us, saying we're kind of silly or stupid. So insensible meaning we don't notice it. So where does it go?
Through our skin, through breathing. Every time we exhale, every time we talk, we are releasing water vapor.
Oh, so even while we're sleeping, because we're obviously breathing.
That's right. Even while sleeping, remember if you have a clogged nose and then you snore or you breathe through your mouth,
yes,
you might feel your tongue and mouth feel really dry. So most adults lose roughly, wait for it, about 600 and about 1,000 milliliters of water every day through breathing and skin evaporation.
Wait. That's isn't that like a liter?
Yes, a liter. Yes, a liter. Yeah.
Is that why when we weigh ourselves in the morning,
yeah, that's
we're
right.
slightly lighter because of the water evaporation?
That's right. Well, if you have if one of you guys suffering from kind of a leg edema, swollen leg in the afternoon, after having a good night's sleep, your leg might be a little bit skinny.
Oh, less swollen.
Less swollen, that's right. And also that counts as well. But also we count urine and bowel movements
All
because
that.
bowel contains a pretty decent amount of water.
Okay.
And exercise sweating, we call them insensible loss.
Now we know what that means, insensible loss. Well, what about exercise? What happens when we exercise or work out?
Of course, during exercise, water loss can increase dramatically. Some people lose more than 1 liter of sweat per day, especially during hot and humid weather.
Oh, is that why we always see athletes, and we have some athletes among us on our staff, they're always carrying water bottles?
Yeah, exactly. They need water more than regular people who don't exercise.
Sure. So when people exercise these days, you know, they're, whether it's exercising or even at their desk, at their workplace, they all have these like colorful, you know, sports drinks. Sports drinks, meaning, you know, I can't say the names, but they're very colorful.
Yeah, very
Right.
colorful.
그래서 like 이온 음료라고 하잖아요.
Yes.
Are these sports drinks healthier than plain water?
Oh, well, as a doctor, to tell you the truth,
Yes.
plain water is still just best choice.
Okay.
Sports drinks originally designed for athletes who are exercising for a
Yes.
longer period of time, losing large amounts of sweat.
Yes.
So, you know, what's inside the sports drinks?
What is it?
Yeah, there are many things.
Yes.
Not only containing water, electrolytes, sodium is natrium, potassium, kalium, and some sugar.
Yes.
So you know why sports drink contain less of electrolytes is when we sweat, we just don't lose water.
Right.
We lose salt and other minerals. Sports drinks are designed to replace both fluids and electrolytes.
Right.
Plain water would suffice for most of daily activity, going walk, just going grocery shopping, and doing household chores. Even typical gym without intensive exercise
Yes.
an hour. In that case, plain water would suffice.
Okay.
But most healthy people, water, perfect, adequate.
Okay, so water is best.
Yeah, water is best.
So when should we maybe consider a sports drink? Because you're saying water is best, but sometimes we need that sports drink.
Imagine you're running a marathon, cycling for several hours,
Yes.
playing soccer all afternoon in the summer heat, hiking up a mountain on a hot day.
Sure.
Those are the situations where you're losing a lot of sweat and electrolytes.
So on those kinds of days where you're doing, I wouldn't say extreme, but a lot of, you know, movement, exercising, and activity in the hot summer heat, we might use it like a special purpose tool.
Exactly. Sports drinks are more like a race car. Think of it this way.
Okay.
Most of us don't need a race car to drive to the grocery store. So regular water will suffice.
So what about this, though? What about when we're sick?
Oh, that's a very good point. If someone has severe diarrhea or vomiting, in that case, they are losing both water and electrolytes.
Okay.
In that case, plain water may not be enough.
So what should we be drinking if we're really sick?
Oh, in that case, oral rehydration solutions are often the best option. But those oral rehydration solutions are not in the market, as far as I know, in South Korea. So in that case, sports drinks might be a little bit helpful.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it
so
depends.
now we know.
Yes,
Right.
so, but we have a very good medical health system.
Right.
So if you have any health issues, don't hesitate to contact with the doctors or go to nearby clinic or hospital.
Yes, I guess that's why, especially if you have kids and they're really dehydrated, sometimes a doctor or pediatrician will recommend some sort of the pedia thing, like that electrolyte.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
Now that makes sense. This is something that I've really been wanting to ask because I saw a story where somebody drank too much water in one sitting and actually died.
Oh, yeah.
So can that really happen? Too much water?
Of course, that happens a lot. Actually, not a lot, because
It's rare, but it happens.
It's rare, but it happens. But I see a few patients when I was working in the ER, drinking excessive amount of water in a short time can dilute sodium levels in the blood. This is called hyponatremia.
Oh.
저나트륨 혈증.
It sounds really dangerous.
Yeah, it can be
Just
dangerous.
A name.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Symptoms may include headache, dizziness, confusion, and in severe cases, seizures. That's why I got paged up, I got called for seeing these patients.
So excessive water may be
excessive
dangerous
water.
as well.
That's right. Electrolyte, when it goes out of order, you might experience all kind of cardiac attack. We call it sudden, how can I call it? Arrhythmia. Arrhythmia. And also seizures can happen. That's a very important message.
Yes.
Yeah, all about balance, I want to say. Hydration is all about balance.
Yes. Okay. So how can we tell if we're not drinking enough? Because sometimes it's like we forget. We're in the heat of some sort of activity, and then we forget. So how do we know?
Okay, let me tell you this. Very simple.
Okay.
Look at your urine color.
Okay, what color should it be?
Yeah, pea color.
Okay.
Yeah, pale urine usually suggests you are well hydrated. But dark yellow color urine may suggest dehydration. It's very easy to remember.
Yes, and if you're on our YouTube channel, you can see the visual that Dr. Ryu is what he's talking about. Okay, so pale is good. Dark, you need more hydration, water. Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta take your 소피. 소피 for you is trivia information. 소변 is from Chinese. The letter, the vocabulary comes from Chinese character.
I see.
소피 is a real Korean authentic one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a very old, kind of old-fashioned, but very polite.
Polite way of saying?
Not pee, not blood, but pee, urine.
So are there certain segments of the population, people basically, groups who need to pay extra attention to hydration?
Yeah, particularly older adults are particularly important.
Okay.
The reason is as we age, the sense of thirst becomes less reliable. So many older adults become dehydrated before they even feel thirsty. So in that case, they might feel dizziness, they might experience falls, confusions, constipations. And also children as well.
Yes.
Yeah, children can also become dehydrated quickly because they are active and often forget to drink.
When they're having fun, it's like, what water?
Yeah, even they forget to eat whenever they are having some kind of really enjoying time with video games, watching some very interesting YouTube channel, something like that.
Okay. So as we wrap up real quick, any facts that we need to keep our mind on, things we need to know?
Yeah, we lose water every day, every time we breathe. And then about 1/5 of our daily water intake comes from food. And mild dehydration can affect concentration and memory problems. And older adults often don't feel thirsty until dehydration has already begun.
Okay.
And water remains one of the most effective and inexpensive health interventions available.
Okay. And real quick, quote of the day. We look forward to this.
Yes. Thousands have lived without love.
Oh. Okay.
Not one without water. Okay.
사랑은 없어지지만 물은 필요하다.
그렇죠.
Okay, well, that is a great one to end it on. Our first segment in our brand new studio. So thank you so much for the good information, and we'll check in with you next week.
Thank you.
Everybody, this was Dr. Ryu Sang-hyo once again, and it's time to wrap up our number one. Here it is. This is 상남자 by BTS. I'll be back at 8.
너의 사랑이 난 너무 고파 되고파 너의 오빠 널 갖고 말 거야 두고 봐 왜 내 맘을 흔드는 건데 왜 내 맘을 흔드는 건데 왜 내 맘을 흔드는 건데 흔드는 건데 아빠 대체 어떻게 나한테 고백한 건지 나도 써야 될런지 네 앞에서 나 먼저 왜 씩씩대고 씩씩대고 징징대게 돼 나는 진지한데 찌질하게 시비를 걸게 돼 뭔데 신경 쓰여 다 큰 내 애로 만들어 잘 갈 것 같아 가나다라 마바사 하그나 마타타 똑같은 프로필 사진 왜 자꾸 확인할까 그렇다고 착각하지마 쉬운 남자 아니야 난 달랐어 네가 뭔데 너만 잘났어 왜 나를 자꾸 놀려 너 이제 그만 hold up 꽉 잡아 날 덮치기 전에 내 맘이 널 놓치기 전에 Say what you want 네가 진짜로 원하는 게 뭐야 잡아 날 덮치기 전에 내 맘이 널 놓치기 전에 Say what you want 네가 진짜로 원하는 게 뭐야 왜 내 맘을 흔드는 건데 왜 내 맘을 흔드는 건데 왜 내 맘을 흔드는 건데 겉은 더 bad bad girl 속은 더 bad bad girl 나 같은 남자 놓치면 후회하게 될 걸 내 심도 확인해놓고 누르지 않는 너의 행위 자리 없으니까 동시에 속만 타진 내비케이션이 난 살까봐 어필하려고 계속 난 진심 아까름 뒤심 아까름 내가 유일한 같은 모습도 너의 아름다움 내가 어떻게 변하면 되겠니 홀라 삐딱 어자 그런 건 낫자 다시 나쁘면 119 말거나 네가 우라면 울어 웃으라면 웃어 쿨하면 쿨 난 달랐어 네가 뭔데 너만 잘났어 왜 나를 자꾸 놀려 너 이제 그만 hold up 꽉 잡아 날 덮치기 전에 내 맘이 널 놓치기 전에 Say what you want 네가 진짜로 원하는 게 뭐야 잡아 날 덮치기 전에 내 맘이 널 놓치기 전에 Say what you want 네가 진짜로 원하는 게 뭐야 배고파 너의 오빠
Hi, Professor. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, we're in our brand new studio. I don't know if you can see me right now, but oh, can
I
you not see me?
can't. I see a holding slide.
Okay. So later on, you can check us out. We're in a brand new studio. So I hope everything is well. As usual, I have a news segment at 8 sharp. And then shortly after that, at 8:04 is when we're going to dive in with our special interview with you. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So I look forward to our conversation as usual. Thank you. And just
My
in
pleasure.
case, if you can check your Zoom chat box to make sure if our producer needs to say something to you, if you can keep an eye on that, we would greatly appreciate it. Leave everything on. We're good to go.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Welcome to Busan. Let me show you around. Here you can find the world's largest musical in-ground fountain and the world's only UN memorial cemetery. Stroll along the coast and explore the largest mountain fortress in Korea. As well as all this, there are so many tourist attractions, beautiful exhibitions, vibrant culture, convenient facilities, and delicious foods unique to Busan. With all the beauty and charm of the amazing city of Busan, you'll find yourself right at home in this ever-changing tourism paradise. So stay with us a while. Busan, your #1 tourist destination. Your home, away from home. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM, Busan 영어 방송.
Want to be a friend of BFM Busan 영어 방송? You can chat with BFM through our Kakao Talk service. You can share your messages and photos through Kakao Talk, and you can easily become BFM's Kakao friend by searching BFM through the Find a Friend option. Come share and chat with us at BFM anytime, anywhere for free. Don't forget to add BFM 부산 영어 방송 to your Kakao friends list.
Man, I haven't got a chance. I call him.
셰프 에드워드 데이입니다. 빨리빨리. 한국 사람들은 이 말을 입에 달고 살더군요. 하지만 걸음을 멈추는 모습에 놀랐습니다.
제가 들어드릴게요.
여기 앉으세요.
가장 빠른 나라 대한민국에는 가장 따뜻한 멈춤이 있습니다. 공익광고협의회.
The time is now 8 o'clock.
Welcome back. It's time for 8 o'clock Spotlight News. U.S. and Iran confirmed ceasefire deal. U.S. President Donald Trump said that the peace deal between the U.S. and Iran is now complete, with Iran's foreign ministry saying that the war will imminently and permanently be stopped across all fronts starting Saturday. This followed hiccups from Israel's attack on Lebanon that seemed to threaten negotiations. President Trump added that the Strait of Hormuz will be opened as soon as the deal is signed on Friday. Iran's deputy foreign minister said negotiations for a final deal will be held during a 60-day period after verifying that the U.S. implemented its commitments under the deal, including ending hostilities, lifting the blockade, and releasing assets. In a correction to the story, all fighting will imminently and permanently be stopped across all fronts starting Friday. President expresses hope for dialogue with North Korea. President Lee Jae-myung said that he believes the ember of hope for reviving dialogue and cooperation with North Korea still exists, reaffirming his commitment to establish peace with Pyongyang during a special mass in Rome. Their service was held at the Basilica of St. Paul, celebrated by Korean Cardinal Lazzaro Yuhung-sik under the theme of peace and solidarity during the Italian leg of Yi's European trip. Earlier in Italy, he met with Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and he is due to meet with Pope Leo at the Vatican on Monday, local time. He says accepts complaints about voting rights infringement but rejects election fraud claims. President Lee Jae-myung said that he accepts complaints about voting rights infringement over the ballot shortage crisis, but rejected claims of election fraud, arguing such claims skew the true nature of the issue. Speaking during a remote meeting with his aides from Rome, the president called for a speedier and more thorough investigation by the Joint Prosecution Police Team. The joint team has secured servers from the National Election Commission, NEC, and is expected to start questioning NEC officials starting this week. Defense Minister to propose target year for OPCON transfer. Defense Minister An Yu-baek said yesterday that Seoul will propose a target year for South Korea regaining wartime operation control known as OPCON from the United States to the presidents of both countries at the end of this year. The allies are in the process of verifying the full operational capability, or the FOC, the second part of a three-phase program aimed at vetting Seoul's capabilities to lead the Allies' combined forces as the Lee Jae-myung administration seeks to complete the transfer within Lee's term. Meanwhile, the defense chief said South Korea is pushing ahead with its nuclear-powered submarine project, noting that the country has all the conditions to build one except for the nuclear fuel. Deadly Philippines earthquake found to have raised seabed by up to 2 meters, 101 dead or missing. At least 61 people have died and 40 reported missing after a magnitude 7.8 earthquake in the Philippines last week, which apparently raised the seabed by as much as 2 meters, exposing coral and harming marine life. The country's Environment Department said that the coastal uplift has extended the shoreline by as much as 200 meters in some places and exposed the bottom of the sea. In the meantime, the disaster management authorities reported some 1,400 injuries as well as damage to over 54,000 homes, with rescue and recovery efforts ongoing. This was Spotlight News. It's now time for a special interview on this Monday morning. Recently, global AI leaders have been turning their attention to South Korea, highlighting its growing role in the AI era. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang recently held a series of high-level meetings with major Korean business leaders, signaling a shift in AI competition toward physical AI and infrastructure such as chips, energy, and data centers. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman was also expected to visit Korea for meetings with Samsung, Naver, and Kakao. However, that trip has been postponed. Despite this, OpenAI says Korea remains a key strategic partner and that cooperation will continue as planned. So today, we want to explore what these developments really mean for Korea's role in the global AI landscape. Joining us is Professor Daryl Lim, Associate Dean for Research and Innovation and founding director of the Intellectual Property or IP Law and Innovation Initiative at Penn State Dickinson Law. So the professor is on with us right now. Professor, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us once again.
Well, I'm doing well, thank you, and it's a delight to see you in your new studio. Congratulations. It looks great.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Well, recently, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang visited Korea and also OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. He was due to visit. However, that visit has been postponed. OpenAI reaffirming that Korea remains a very important country and strategic partner. So what does this tell us about Korea's growing role in the global AI industry? What do you think, Professor?
Well, first of all, I think it's especially meaningful to be speaking to you this morning from South Korea. I'm in Seoul today and I'm here for a series of meetings. One of the remarkable things about South Korea is that after the war, you built something extraordinary from very little. Companies like Samsung, LG, and Hyundai have become global names through discipline, through ambition, and the ability to scale. So I see South Korea moving from becoming an AI adopter to becoming an AI builder. And it's easy to think about how AI is all about models, about apps and chatbots. But really the next phase of AI depends on chips, it depends on data centers, it depends on robotics. And South Korea has many of the ingredients that AI now needs. That's why it matters to NVIDIA, to OpenAI and other AI companies, because South Korea is not just buying AI, it's helping to build AI.
Ah, yes. Well, in terms of global companies such as NVIDIA and OpenAI, seeing Korea not just as a market, but as a strategic partner, we do want to know why, though, in specifics.
So South Korea sits at the intersection of three things which AI needs: hardware, platforms, and industry. So first you have hardware strength through companies like Samsung Electronics, through SK Hynix in chips and in memory. Samsung and LG in devices and in electronics. In platforms, you have Naver, you have Kakao, which gives Korea a strong local digital ecosystem. And then on industry, you have Hyundai Motors, you have Kia in the mobility space, you have LG Energy Solution and Samsung SDI in the battery space. You have SK Telecom, KT, you have LG Plus in the telecom space, and then you have Hyundai Robotics and Busan in the robotics space. So you have a very well engineered ecosystem. This combination is rare, and AI in this next phase is not powerful just because the model is impressive in its demonstration, but as we think about agentic AI especially, it's going to be powerful because it's deployed across real industries, and South Korea has the companies that can do that.
Yes, yes. Well, during his visit to Korea, Jensen Huang met with executives from several leading Korean companies, such as SK, Naver, LG, to discuss AI semiconductors and also AI infrastructure. So, how do you think these priorities would have differed in terms of what's been happening and the future AI partnerships with Korean companies? Like, for example, Sam Altman once again was due to come postponed with companies like Kakao or Naver. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, NVIDIA and OpenAI are really looking at different parts of the AI stack. NVIDIA is focusing on, if you like, the engine room. So what powers AI, whether it's GPUs, whether it's memory, whether it's data centers, cloud infrastructure. They're asking, how do we build the railway? OpenAI is more focused on the intelligence layer. So it's asking what services can we run on those rails, whether it's models, whether it's services, enterprise tools, consumer applications, AI agents. And again, South Korea is attractive because it has elements of both. It can help both companies build the rails as well as what runs on those rails. And that's why they're here or coming.
Yes, that we look forward to, of course, more collaboration. And people often talk about AI models like ChatGPT, but recently we've been hearing much more about AI infrastructure, Professor. What exactly does AI infrastructure include, and why has it become so important?
Well, AI infrastructure is really everything that is behind the chatbot. So when people see ChatGPT, they see a screen. But what's behind that screen is a huge physical system. It takes chips, it takes buildings, it takes cooling, it takes supply chains. And that's why AI infrastructure has become so important, because the AI race today, it's no longer just about who has the best model. It's also who has enough computing power to sustainably train, run, improve these models at scale.
Yes, yes. And in terms of, for example, Jensen Huang repeatedly emphasizing that the next wave of AI will be physical AI through robotics. In your opinion, how well positioned is Korea to lead in this area given its strengths in manufacturing and robotics?
Well, it's very well positioned. Physical AI, what it means for the waivers that are listening to this, is AI that moves from the screen into the physical world. That's why it's called physical AI. And that includes things that we have already encountered in our daily lives, like robots, autonomous vehicles, smart factories, machines that can see, that can reason, that can act. And once again, South Korea has the major advantage here because you have advanced manufacturing, you have robotics, and you have a workforce that's willing to work hard and willing to scale up. The challenge is that physical AI is harder than chatbots because if a chatbot makes a mistake, the harm is limited. If a robot or an autonomous vehicle makes a mistake, it can affect people, it can affect property, it can affect public safety. So South Korea's opportunity here is not only to build the physical AI, but also to build trustworthy physical AI. And that's something that we had talked about in earlier conversations. The trust that comes with regulating AI.
Indeed. Professor, how can Korean companies best collaborate with different types of models and leaders and AI companies, both to maximize opportunities in the AI era?
Well, first of all, I'd say you need to work with a variety of partners. For example, you need to work with both NVIDIA and OpenAI as an example, because with NVIDIA, you can build AI capacity, whether it's through data centers, whether it's through AI factories, whether it's through industrial simulation. With OpenAI, you can build AI services. So here you can talk about Korean language tools, you can talk about education tools, customer service tools, AI agents. So you need to, first of all, work with a variety of players. I'd say, second of all, you need to connect the infrastructure with the applications. And here I encourage the policymakers in South Korea to not only be a supplier of parts in the AI economy, that's very valuable, we need that, but to really be a designer of AI systems.
Designer. And for a final question for you today, Professor, as we look toward the future, what should we be watching for between global AI companies and Korean businesses over the next few years, as you say, to build upon those partnerships?
Well, I'd say look at 5 areas. First of all, AI data centers and AI factories. So these will become the backbone of South Korea, in fact, any country's AI strategies. And coming from the United States, there's been a tremendous pushback on data centers. There's not been much trust between the companies and the local communities. And I think South Korea should look at the US and learn from its mistakes. Second, I'd say memory chips and advanced semiconductors. And here, I'd say South Korea's role in high bandwidth memory will become especially important. And you can see that the stock market is already rewarding South Korean companies that have got capacity and strength in this area. Third, I'd say, and your listeners may be surprised to hear this, your Korean language and idea of sovereign AI, because companies and countries will increasingly want AI systems that reflect their language, their laws, their culture, and their business needs. So I think some attention needs to be paid there. Fourth, I'd say physical AI. We already talked about this, whether it's robotics, autonomous vehicles, smart factories, or logistics. These are going to define the next chapter of AI development. And then fifth, underpinning all of this, energy. AI requires an enormous amount of energy, electricity, cooling, and there are many other energy needs that a country has. So becoming more efficient, providing more energy in a way that is equitable and is accessible will become part of that AI story.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and your opinions, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Seoul. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Catherine. Good to see you again.
You as well. Everybody, this was Professor Daryl Lim and his take on why AI giants are looking to partner up with conglomerates and companies here in South Korea. And I'll be back with your updated traffic and weather. It's time for your updated traffic and weather. First up, there is an accident on Byeonglo going into the city right past the Kumsa ramp. A cargo truck has broken down on Gwangan Bridge on that top portion going towards the end of the bridge. There's another accident on Eulsuk-do Bridge from Myeongji to Changnim in that direction, about 100 meters before the Eulsuk-do Bridge toll gate. And yet another accident on Jungangdaero from Sojongcheon to Bugok intersection. This is a 3-car collision that is causing extreme backup, so please be careful as you head out this Monday morning. Currently, it's 22 degrees Celsius here in Busan. Sunny skies. It's going to go up to 27 today. Across the nation, cloudy skies across most areas. Some showers expected in parts of Gangwon and the central to southern inland regions. It's going to be a warm one. Some areas are expected to hit 32 degrees Celsius today. So, as Dr. Liu said, keep hydrated. This was your traffic and weather. is time for Waggle Tea Time. Haley's here to woggle.
Hello.
What do you think about our new studio? Oh my gosh.
That's how I feel. I'm so glad. It's very pretty. Hi.
It's so pretty. It's so bright. It's
hot.
hot.
I feel like an idol, like looking for my camera.
I know.
The red light. I see you.
Where?
I see you.
Where?
Oh,
Where are
is it
you?
to me
There
too?
you are.
But
yes,
we're learning. It's a learning curve. I'm learning what my face looks like at different angles. And
Exactly.
it's a little red. Like, I haven't had anything to drink, but it's a little red.
Oh.
At 7 o'clock on a Monday morning.
Suntanned.
Yes.
Sun-kissed.
Glows. And then trying to figure out where the microphone goes without covering my face.
Yes, I know. It's tough today.
Kat just told me how to work the earphone.
You got to pull it like slightly 20% out.
Yeah, because it was a little staticky. So we're sharing this with all of you because you are virtually here with us.
Yes, we are getting all the kinks out this morning. All right, let's dive into our first story for Waggle Tea Time. It's about college students, and finals season is coming up real soon, which means summer vacation is around the corner. But for those who are going back home, they may want to pay attention to this story. So listen up.
And maybe my little sister who has her something final this morning. So I hope you're up and out right now.
Oh, she has
Anyways,
finals already?
I guess so. She was, I don't know, she was crash studying for it last night. And I'm like, tonight? And it's
Okay.
tomorrow? Okay. All right. Then.
Here we go.
But unlike her, who lives
Yes.
at home, if you live off campus, then and you have housing off campus, but then if you're going home to your parents' place over the summer, what do you do with that place?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, me, I used to live in Seattle, and then I would come here. I used to sublet. Which is, and I'm going to assume that the statute of limitation has run out on that because I graduated college many years ago. So what is subletting? It's 단기양도 or 전대차. Basically, when the renter leases or sublets their unit to somebody else who will pay them the rent.
Yes.
And then the renter pays that to the landlord or the landlady. So the universities every time, those online boards and the other online platforms have multiple listings for these sublets during summer vacation. And it is kind of a perfect supply and demand because number one, of course, you have the college students leaving town to go back home.
Yes.
But then other people want to move into these college towns, whether that be for summer classes or part-time jobs.
Yes.
So yes, this is an incredibly common practice. However, not legal and can result in a major headache and even loss of funds.
Oh, really? Because even one of my kids, they got permission from their landlord.
Wow.
Is that key?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ding,
I was
ding,
going to
ding,
say.
ding, ding, ding. Good job,
I was
Kat
getting a
Jr.
little nervous. I was like, for a month, she got permission.
If she got permission, that's
okay?
the key.
Oh, okay, okay.
Permission. The permission to sublet. So it is without permission, an unauthorized lease of a unit. And as a renter, you do not have the authorization to do that.
Sure.
Usually without permission. So under the law, renters cannot arbitrarily rent out his or her unit without the landlord's agreement. Because if the landlord finds out, he or she can terminate your lease immediately.
Ooh.
And then not only will you be out of a home, your poor subletter will be immediately evicted and can be homeless overnight and have no rights. So they're usually done very casually because I'm assuming you guys are college kids, probably without much real estate information or background, legal knowledge. So it's just done via online chat or a verbal contract, which is not binding in real estate.
Oh.
So experts say that the most certain way to go about this and protect everybody's interest to get permission from your landlord.
Once again, permission is key.
Yes.
All right. We'll keep that in mind. Spread the word wide and far. For our next story, a Spanish store owner is going to jail for taking something away from his customer.
A lottery vendor, excuse me, is going to prison, may go to prison actually, for 3.5 years because he allegedly cheated his customer. Oh, no, it's a court case. He actually cheated his customer of 4.7 million euros. So that would be 6.8 billion won worth of winnings 14 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
The numbers.
Hence our lottery-related text topic. So, real quick, though.
Yeah.
Would you tell anybody?
I'm telling my mom and dad.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Not your
probably.
sisters?
No. But I might give him money. just because I don't know. I just might give him like I have a money gun, so I might just like
spray them.
I like. Yeah. But I'm only telling my mom and dad, and maybe this is precisely why all you waivers, you might want to keep that on the down low.
Yes.
Well, this couldn't have been helped. So 14 years ago, 2012, this customer bought several lottery tickets and asked the vendor to check them. Hey, can you check these numbers?
Sure.
The vendor found out, he saw that this customer won the jackpot and the numbers matched. And this guy, though, he was like, oh, sorry, better luck next time. You didn't win anything. And then just kind of like slid the tickets down and then sent the customer on their way out.
That is so shady. So, and illegal, but how did this owner get caught?
Because, well, of course, he subsequently tried to cash that in. He went to the lottery authorities and claimed that he found the winning tickets in his shop because he didn't have the receipts for it. The payment information didn't match.
Okay.
Well, the lottery administration, that's why they're here. They're like, that's fishy. And suspended the prize payout.
Okay.
They kept the ticket in the custody and tried to find out who actually owned it. But this guy, the owner, was persistent because he tried to claim the prize repeatedly for 8 years.
8 years. It wasn't just like a one-time deal.
8
I
years.
got caught. Well, I need to know because like these types of stories irk me unless there was justice served.
Well, okay, justice served in terms of this guy was found guilty and is sentenced to 3.5 years in prison, although that's not finalized. It's being appealed. But for that poor real buyer of the lottery ticket, he died.
He died?
He died.
Is this the curse of the lottery?
Well, he never received the money.
But
so,
still.
But at least the court ordered for the full price to be paid to the heir. So he has a surviving wife and daughter who are in court.
Oh, thank goodness. But still, he didn't get to enjoy any of his winnings.
No.
What a terrible
But
man.
he never knew about it, at least.
That's true.
It's better, worse. I don't know.
Or else he would roll over in his grave. All right. Let's
right.
move on. We're going to go to the World Cup. And you remember in our opening, I was asking people, like, were you guys watching? Did you watch? Be honest.
I was out, actually. I was out doing something, but I was narrated the match by... right there. She was like, they need to stop scoring right now.
Because
no.
we had a wager. 2-1.
2-1. And there's her coffee.
My coffee's over there.
My promises. It's like over there.
Yes. And I forgot why. I was like, oh, she's being so sweet. Why is she? Why is coffee on her? And then I realized
because I'm legally bound. There's writing and there's like video proof.
All right. So, what happened with the World Cup?
Oh, lots. So you've all watched or at least heard about the Team Korea 2-1 victory against Czechia with goals by Hwang In-bum and Oh Hyun-gyu. But despite the heated reactions at home, the stadium was relatively empty, and this was only the second match of the entire World Cup.
That's right.
So reports show that the Guadalajara Stadium in Mexico, fairly empty, despite FIFA's official figures put that 44,000 out of the 45 seats were filled. But as somebody who saw the match, were only 1,000 seats empty? I don't think so. And foreign press chimed in saying that overall for the entire World Cup, there are still about 180,000 tickets that have been unsold across the resale sites.
I see. And I have a little inkling, a feeling that it has something to do with the prices.
You've been spot on with your guesses since last Friday.
Yay.
Yes, of course, the price and controversy. And they've been trying to avoid that image of the empty stands because that looks bad by quietly reducing prices across all its platforms. But they're still expensive. So
Yes.
For example, this match already took place, but the U.S.-Paraguay match from Saturday, lowest price tickets were still over $1,000.
Lowest?
Lowest. $1,000 directly from the FIFA site, and the median resale value exceeding $800.
Wow.
And the core of the problem is variable pricing, which they're really trying not to call that dynamic pricing, but essentially when demand goes up, prices also go up. So if that's not dynamic pricing, I don't know what is.
There's just, play on words. Well, FIFA has been trying to put out this fire, right?
Right. So FIFA President Gianni Infantino said all proceeds will go towards investments for the sport itself, but reception has been a little icy. On top of this, FIFA said that the empty seats were because the fans bought the seats, but instead of sitting there, they were so excited they went to the concourses. So that's why we have that visual of empty seats.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, going back to Friday's match, a star in this match by most accounts is Oh Hyung-gyu, right?
Right, because of course, congratulations to Hwang In-bum, but
Yes.
he's been sort of a household name for a while.
Right, right.
But Oh Hyun-gyu is kind of not a rookie. This is not his first time on the team, but it is fairly one of the first times on the field. So he is the man who solidified the win for Team Korea.
Yes.
But his story is as dramatic as that goal. Oh, fast becoming a fan favorite.
Right.
So 4 years ago, let's rewind to Qatar. He was one of the reserve players.
Oh, yeah, I
And he didn't
remember.
have a number. He was just there. Even in Mexico, it was apparently uncertain that he would play because just the day before the match, he was sick. Dehydration pitched a fever of 38 degrees Celsius. Even on the morning of, he told the team doctors, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play. But as soon as they dropped him off at the stadium, I think it was the adrenaline, something the team doctors regimen, he was like, we're good.
Okay,
and the rest is history. His family also becomes somewhat famous. Another kind of a heartwarming story. So his parents run a chuotang restaurant, this like mudfish or loach soup. And Oh has previously jokingly said that instead of baby food, he was raised on chuotang, chuotang에 밥 말아서, with rice. And his parents closed up their shop and there's a banner saying, hey, sorry, we're closed from June 8th to the 30th because we're going to the World Cup because our son's in it.
I just got chills. Oh, I love that.
We all do.
Yes. So, the stands at that stadium may have been sparse, but it was heated on the streets of Mexico as fans were apparently cheering on Team Korea.
And it's the Mexican fans.
Right.
And we are playing against each other this week. But it's been an unexpected twist. South Korea and Mexico, of course, in the same group, Group A, and will be inevitable rivals later this week. But on the stands and on the streets, Mexican fans were chanting Korea, Korea with huge cheers whenever we got close to scoring.
Okay, so I know the story. I welcome the love. But let's explain why.
And then we are going to rewind to a couple more World Cups back,
Yes.
the 2018 World Cup. So at that time, if you remember, I do. South Korea had a huge surprise win against Germany. Of all the countries.
Right.
2-0. In the final group match, well, yes, South Korea moved on, but the biggest unexpected beneficiary was Mexico.
Yes.
Because with Germany eliminated, Mexico automatically succeeded to the round of 18. They didn't forget. They
Round
were
of 16.
Now, 16. There's no round of 18.
32-16.
2018 World Cup, round of 16.
Yes,
I know my numbers.
Uh-huh.
So the fans were making buddy-buddy with each other. And then there are viral clips from this weekend of South Korean fans apparently opened a bottle of tequila. And they're like, we can't finish this all. And, walk out. So they were sharing that with the Mexican fans around.
Love it.
And then everybody's singing and dancing to Gangnam Style. So hopefully, fingers crossed that this friendship lasts till and through this Thursday.
Right.
The Korea-Mexico match in Guadalajara once again.
That's right. It will be at 10 a.m. Korea time on Friday. So be sure to check it out. Any wagers? Maybe the day before.
Maybe the day before.
Yeah.
Or on the day of, Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try that. All right. Well, thank you for all the Woggly news. And we'll check in with you tomorrow. Thank you, Haley.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. It is time for a little bit of a breather, a song break. Here it is, Attention by New Jeans.
맘이 보이지 한참을 쳐다봐 가까이 다가가 You see You see 1, 2, 3 용기가 생겼지 이미 아는 이 눈치 고개를 돌려 천천히 여기 You see 여기 보이니 Looking for attention I guess so 확실하게 너로 만들겠어 Hey drop the question drop the question Want attention want attention You give me butterflies 여기 나갈래 You're so fine gotta get to know ya 나와 걸어가줘 지금 돌아서면은 잊어 to look at me back Hey 다 들켰어 나널 보면 하트가 튀어나와 내 사탕을 찾는 baby 내 맘은 설레지 Drop the question Want attention want attention You give me butterflies You know 내 맘은 온통 paradise 꿈에서 깨워주지 마 You got me looking for attention You got me looking for attention 가끔은 정말 헷갈리지만 분명히 너 Got me looking for attention
All right, everybody, welcome back. Of all of the very welcoming messages encouraging us and cheering us on in our brand new studio, I got to read this one because Layla-님, she just has a sense of humor. Love it. 새로운 스튜디오 정말 멋져요. 그 안에 있는 두 분도 thank you. Saying the studio looks amazing. 하지만 헤일리 들어올 때마다 그 끽 소리 나도 문이 그려올 거예요. Yes, that door. We have a love-hate relationship with that door because it's like it signals someone's entering, but also, that was really, really creaky. I wish I could give you our view. One of these days, I'll take a photo and I'll show you what it looks like from this side of all the cameras. But for now, we're going to jump into Vasana segment, which is what's wrong with me? I always forget your segment name.
Buzz Breakdown.
Buzz Breakdown. Yes, that's what it is. It's because I just know it's Vasana. That's the most important thing.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
Well, how was your weekend?
It was very good. Very, very good.
Did you win the lottery?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Because our text
I think
topic
that answers the question.
This is our text topic. If you were to win the lottery, dun dun dun, would you tell everybody, or would it be a secret?
Well, I think in the lottery, you have to say that you've won the lottery. Isn't that one of the things?
No.
When you've won the lottery, you have to.
Well, you got to go to a certain place, to the headquarters or to the bank.
Etc. etc.
I don't know. But would you tell people? Like,
if I had an option, no, I would not. You know why.
I wonder why. All right.
Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh,
yes.
Vasana, my best friend.
Well, we're going to jump in right now for Buzz Breakdown. What do you have for us?
Okay, we're talking about something very, very serious. More serious than politics, more serious than inflation.
Oh, no.
We're talking about abbreviations.
Abbreviations?
So,
Handsome time.
Yeah, so
yes.
Korea is a beautiful language.
It is.
Poetry, proverbs, elegant expressions, philosophical phrases. And then, for example, a beautiful, I'm going to try not to ruin this, Korean saying here. 중요한 것은 꺾이지 않은 마음.
꺾이지
않은 마음. Okay. So in English, I can say it much better.
Okay.
What matters is an unbreakable spirit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So young people these days say too long.
Too long.
So they just say 중국마.
Really? I haven't heard that one.
Apparently, I read an article in the newspaper. So it was somebody griping on the newspaper, one of these newspapers, Korean newspapers. So that sounds like a martial art, a noodle brand, maybe some noodles. I want to eat some 중국마 today.
Maybe.
Or a minor medical condition.
Maybe.
I have,
yes.
I have 중국마. So the reaction is split into two groups.
How?
So the young people say, oh, wow, that's cool, or powerful,
maybe.
They
like it, yes, obviously.
And the older people are saying, 무슨 소리야?
Because, you know what it is? There are a lot of abbreviations, shortened phrases, and whatnot. But the thing is this.
Yep.
They change so quickly. They're so trendy. It's very difficult to keep track of all of them.
Correct.
The new ones.
Yep. And it changes every month. So even this phrase might have a different abbreviation next month.
Okay.
It might be 중마음 or something.
I don't know.
Yes. No idea.
We don't create the abbreviations.
Yes.
You nor I.
So we're going to carry on that theme with some other phrases.
Okay.
Some of which are popular. Some of which I'm going to ruin with my Korean pronunciation.
But we love. Okay.
Okay, first one. 꾸안꾸.
Oh, are these like older ones?
Yeah, this is what I say.
Okay. These are the safer ones. Okay, here we go. 꾸안꾸.
Yeah.
Well, I think most people know what it is, but for our non-Korean speakers, they may have never heard of this. What does this mean?
So it's looking. Oh, do you want me to say the full Korean sentence?
Yes.
Oh,
I want you to do all the Korean.
Okay. Embarrass myself.
Yes.
꾸민 듯, 안 꾸민 듯.
뜻이 아니라 뜻. 뜻 is meaning 뜻. 꾸민 듯, 안 꾸민 듯.
살살 듯.
살살 해주세요.
듯.
Yes.
꾸민 듯.
So what does it mean in English?
So it's looking like you dressed up, but also like you didn't dress up.
It's like effortless though.
Like me.
It can't look like. 꾸안꾸 이건 아닌 것 같은데요. 아니죠. 이 뭐라고 부를까요, PD? 안 꾸민.
안 꾸민.
Yes. Just underdressed. No. Just kidding. No, you're wearing a collared shirt.
You're lucky. I was going to wear shorts this morning too.
Thank goodness we don't have like the full full shot up to the waist. Yes.
So for me, this sounds like something a baby would say, or something like I would say when I'm trying to speak Korean. 꾸안꾸.
But this is it's still people still use this though, even though it's been around for a while.
Yes.
Like to describe a look, like especially like maybe during the weekend, you don't want to look overly dressed, but you want to be presentable. Like I tell my my roommate during the weekend, he loves wearing like white, 그냥 t-shirt, and I always tell him it looks like an undershirt. Because in the States, it's okay. You can just wear like a white t-shirt. It's no big deal. 근데 한국에서 약간 running, like it looks like an undershirt. So I'm like, you got to put a collar on and just 조금 dress up a little. Yeah.
Simon Cowell's outfit is just white t-shirt and jeans. I mean,
I know, but not in Korea. Not the white t-shirt. All right, what's our next term?
The next one is 전매추.
Oh, we love this one. 전매추. What does it mean?
Really? You like that one?
I like that one. That one I use.
점심 메뉴 추천.
Oh, perfect. Your Korean was very good on that one.
감사합니다.
그건 하지 마세요. 네. All right. So just in case we have, listeners who don't know, what does it mean?
Okay, so 점심 is lunch menu, and then 추천 means to recommend. So recommend me a lunch menu.
그래서 오늘 Vasana님, what is your 전매추 for everybody today? Think of something good. Be creative.
I was just about to say ramen.
라면 싫어요. 부.
Okay, 회.
For lunch?
회덮밥.
Oh, 회덮밥. How about 물회?
Okay.
You like that one?
물회.
The producer is like, her eyes lit up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's...
For me, that sounds like a Pokemon name, like 전매추.
그렇구나. We're going to move on to our next term.
There's also the 저 as in 저녁 as well. You can say that as well if you wanted to. Anyway, moving on. This one has a couple. One is 얼주가, 얼주가, or my friends and wife say
Yes.
So I just tease them when they say
stands for iced Americano.
Yeah, but it sounds What would you like to drink?
부산아 오늘 왜 이래요? 전매추도 별로고 라면이라고 하고. 그럼 라고 하지 뭐라고 해요?
So anyway.
What else are we supposed to say?
So 얼어 죽어도 ice americano. So,
네.
Yeah, so even if I freeze to death,
I
want an ice americano. In the best Korean accent there.
I love it. I am definitely
or 얼죽어.
And 얼죽어, right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I just say iced coffee. What's wrong with iced coffee?
It's too long. We're going to move on to our next word.
Okay,
which is?
This one is pretty cool. I like this one. 갑분사. Is that right?
갑분사.
Yeah.
우리 매주 Vasana Korean. We gotta force him to speak Korean. Love it.
자기 분위기 싸해지.
Oh, that's like we often feel that when you're here.
Yes, I
왜
know.
그럴까요?
I can feel
Right
that
now.
you feel it.
그러니까 지금 our producer's saying right now that's what we feel. 갑분사. 아, 아재.
I think this is
Vasana.
one of the most useful Korean abbreviations ever
Yes,
created.
yes.
Because group situations like this one, someone makes a joke and no one laughs.
Like right now.
Right now.
Do you feel the silence? Oh, so uncomfortable. You can cut it.
Air
with it.
dies.
Yes,
A
yes.
cricket starts chirping.
Yes, yes.
So somewhere in the distance, a dog,
Dog is barking.
So in English, we have awkward.
Yes.
But it doesn't quite paint
not the
picture.
same.
No.
It's like awkward silence.
Yes.
That's-
It's got drama. It's got weather.
Yes.
It's social
That
death.
awkward, the social death of
Social
Vasana.
death.
Yes, how about that? Okay,
Yeah.
what else?
And also our viewers, if they have any ones that they want to send in some. Okay, next one everybody uses 초대구말, 구알.
What? 한국말 맞아요? 천천히
I
다시.
never use this. That's why. So
자.
좋아요, 댓글, 구독, 알림 설정.
설정. So what was the shortened version?
Comment, subscribe, turn on notifications.
In Korean, the shortened version?
Oh gosh.
Okay, here we go.
댓구알.
네, 이거 발음 조심해야 돼요. 네.
Why do I have to? 아야, 오요, So anyway, that's
Yes.
just what everybody does these days. So we've covered a lot of words that have been shortened, like riz.
You don't see the blinking light? Our producer is saying waivers. 뭐라고 돼 있어요? 한국말 읽어주세요, Vasana.
Waivers.
지금
해주세요.
뭘요?
초대구알.
That's right, Vasana. Oh, the best thing you did all morning.
감사합니다.
그거 누구한테 배웠어요? 그 혀 짧은 그거 감사합니다.
all the kids I teach.
Okay. Yes.
So anyway, the words were covered in the past few
Yes.
weeks, like riz, charisma, delulu, delusional, salulu, solution. So it's not new. Every generation has. So I thought I'd
course.
come up with some, not Korean ones, New Zealand ones.
New Zealand,
A few New Zealand ones.
Just a few. We have a few minutes.
We've got
yes.
a few minutes.
Okay. Here we go.
That you could guess what they are. Okay, I haven't put down any notes for you, so you're
Right.
guessing along with our viewers as
Okay.
well.
So waivers, try to guess what this means. Here we go.
Okay, first one, avo.
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 Avocado?
Nope.
What is avo?
Afternoon.
What?
Afternoon.
Afternoon?
Yeah, I'll see you in the avo.
Oh, really?
I'll see you in the avo.
Okay.
When shall we meet? Let's meet tomorrow, avo.
Avo. Okay.
Avo. ARVO, by the way.
There's the R is the British, the avo.
Yeah, there's no R in afternoon.
I know, that's so odd.
Afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
Brekkie.
Breakfast?
Yes.
Okay.
Bicky.
Bicky. Bikini?
No.
I don't know what's bicky. You said bikini's not a bad word.
No, but
Yes.
I don't know if you can shorten bikini to bicky.
What is bicky?
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would like
interesting.
a cuppa and a biscuit, which is the next one.
What is a cuppa? Cup of coffee?
Tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
Tea and biscuit.
Tea and biscuits. I like a bicky and a cuppa. Cup and a bicky. Smoko.
Can we see that one on air?
This one is not the
That?
actual doing of it.
What is it?
This
Like
is
smoke?
actually relating to the break.
Oh.
So
okay.
the break in which you usually do that activity, but we just say, let's take a break. So instead of taking a break, we just say take a smoko because you usually do that during that time.
Okay.
Not everybody does that activity.
Obviously, but that's what it's called.
But that's what it's called.
Okay, what's next?
Sickie.
Sicky?
Sickie.
What is sicky?
So I'm going to pull a sickie tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to call in sick.
Correct.
Sicky. I'm going to pull a sicky tomorrow.
Yeah. Rally.
Rally. Relish the moment? What is rally?
Rally. Relative.
Relative.
Do you have any rallies? Of course I do. Okay.
줄임말 이거 좀 별론데.
Prezi.
Prezi? The president?
No. Present.
Present. 선물.
Yeah, 선물.
What I don't understand is present, prezi. Those are two syllables. So why are you
You can
shortening
put
them?
prezi in regards to Chrissy. Chrissy Prezi.
Christmas present.
Yes. Yeah. Where are you going this afternoon? I'm going to buy some Chrissy Prezzies.
Okay.
Sunnies.
Sunglasses.
Yes.
Shades.
And Maccas.
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 Macaroni.
Nope.
Maccas.
Maccas. What are you
is
going to have for
Maccas?
lunch?
Macaroni and cheese?
Macca's. No, McDonald's.
Oh, we can't say that, but we just did.
You asked, I answered.
But Sana is not joining us next week, is the breaking news. So on that note, we're going to call it a wrap. So we'll see if he makes it into the studio. If the producer lets him in, we'll see him next week for Buzz Breakdown. But thank you so much. What do you think of the studio? Do you like?
I love. Yes. Very
It's awfully
good.
hot, though.
Yes.
The
I'll do
lights
some
are
singing
hot.
in here.
Yeah.
안 되나요?
네, 안 돼요. 자, 그만, 거기까지. It's enough of Asana for today, but he'll be back next week. Thank you so much.
감사합니다.
All right. That word is banned. That phrase is banned. But thank you so much for joining us today on this Monday morning. And I hope you enjoyed our program, our new surroundings. Come back tomorrow. Final song is this, What You Want by Cortez. Enjoy. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.
차버 이젠 됐어